This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to Vacation the Lunatic Sidekicks podcast.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed Protector of the Universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, he fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar.
Hello and welcome back to the Quantum Zone, episode 142. Yes, we're still in Starblast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, on this long, arduous journey is Master of the Quantum Zone.
I'm Will. Hey, everyone.
And that's submissive to the mute button. It is.
This is muted Matt Kona. Mute free. Yeah, I had a little technical idiocy in the beginning. Not even technical difficulties. Technical idiocy.
I just want to know how much longer are we going to go with the hair, with the no hair? Are you doing what is that? November.
No shave November? Yeah, I'm growing out my mustache for November. No.
Oh, okay. I'm
just doing the same thing I normally do. Yeah.
He's like, I ain't working.
I gotta trim it. I feel like the beard is getting extra vicious from the video viewing friends. It's pretty Grizzly Adams.
All right. And now, because by popular demand, there's one place where that hair's not going. Oh, wait, hold on. They're the wrong speakers. All right, here we go.
They aren't even attempting to enter our offices. Starblast has given us so many awesome lines, hasn't it? It goes limp from the script.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Starblast, whatever. Seriously, I mean, is anyone else feeling from Starblast?
A little bit, but I mean, I'm not I read Starblast, but I'm not rereading these before the episodes, so I'm trying not to get too high or too low, but it does give me a positive vibe when I know it's going to be a Quasar issue at least. So,
Yes, I agree, because we at least get Grunwald and in this case John Hebink, so we're getting the main series artist at the time and Grunwald, so it's much more appreciated than the crossovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little less convoluted.
Do we have more? We have more Namor, don't we? After this,
no, we have one more Fantastic Four, I believe.
Fantastic Four. Gotcha.
So in other words, Will, nay, no more Namor.
Nice.
Suck it, Lilith.
Oh,
it's a lead off. It's a lead off double. Lilith.
The war continues.
But I also like. It's not. I mean, we always usually talk about the cover a little bit, but I feel like that we could talk a lot about this cover for a couple of reasons. I don't know. I'll bring up talking points too, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
We're ready to dig right in. I got a couple.
I was going to say for the live read, are we going to have a live read of the cover?
I mean,
probably should.
I was thinking about this without going back and flipping through every Quasar issue. I mean, I remember this practice being very common in the early days of comic books, with characters having dialogue and word bubbles on the front page. But I was wondering, how many times that has happened in this Quasar run up till now. I don't recall too much. I mean, you see words on there, but not actual dialogue.
I'm trying to think of a cover offhand that actually has
I mean, besides the pregnancy one, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, on that McFarlane cover, didn't he say something?
Cosmic or what? Yeah, Cosmic or what?
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
Was there more?
I mean, I don't think that they were speech bubbles, but the Magnolia cover of, was that number 15? You know, I think it's Mama Never Said There'd Be Days Like These, or Mama Said There'd Be Days Like These, I think. You know, it's just...
yeah.
Of course, every time I say Mama Said, I jump back into the Water Boy. Mama Said.
Mama said. Yeah,
Because he has all the teeth and no toothbrush. Sorry.
ordering.
Medulla oblongata.
I'm trying to think. I don't think we have a lot of speech bubble covers. Yeah, not a lot are popping to mind.
I'll try to do the research while we.
I do have a folder with all the covers in them on my laptop here. So
Nobody here has a website. Yeah.
Some loser.
I also like that they're wearing face coverings on the cover too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the bad guys are not.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We're gonna make space great again. Oh my! So there's So all right, we only have a few Starblast issues left. Tonight's Quasar 56, Fantastic Four 386 is next week, and then Starblast 4. Boom. Number 3. So is Starblast the worst thing we've ever covered?
You know, it's really kind of sad that this is how Quasar had to go out, as a series, because overall I feel like the quality of Starblast in general kind of brought the overall average for Quasar down, because Quasar was month in and month out, at worst a solid read.
Yeah.
At its best, it was the best Marvel Cosmic, bar none.
Do you think Paul had something going on? Because I was going to say, was he sick at this point, or was it just maybe that there were too many other cooks in the kitchen? The Namor guys, the Fantastic Four stuff. I
don't know really. I don't think he was sick, because it was a sudden heart attack, I think, that he died from. So who knows what was going on at Marvel at this time? I mean, honestly. Oh, wait. Capullo's first cover, number 18.
Oh, yeah.
No, keep back. You don't exist. Neither do you, Quasar. Neither do you. Yeah. That's one. That's a good one.
And I'm visiting nursing homes with bad intentions.
Exactly. Let's see. I'm up to 25 now, and so far that's the one.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, number 28. Is that 28?
Does he have a word
with her? Yeah, he has a bubble. Gulp.
Gulp.
So that's 2.
Gobble gobble.
Yeah, and then 29 is not a speech bubble, but it's the pregnant cover.
Oh my God! It's like this.
Okay.
And then my favorite, 32, is just awesome. I love that cover so much.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else Starblast has brought us? So another good thing Starblast has brought us?
Rumpy Pumpy.
It's from a feedback.
Rumpy Pumpy.
Oh, guess what? This weekend, I don't know what it might be. I don't know if it's going up at a later date, but Ray's going to be recording on the newest Isle of Ra with Miss Little Hellfire.
Awesome.
Oh, very good.
Yep. I have a feeling it's going to be a long episode because
I know Lilith likes it long.
Okay, I ran through the covers, and it looks like we have 3. 18, 28, and this cover, number 56.
Well, wait, there wasn't anything on that 14, that McFarlane cover?
Oh, yeah, 14. Sorry, yeah, there are 4 then, yeah.
So 4 out of 60?
4 out of 60.
Yeah. But, yeah. Were the other 3, there were dialogue with 2 characters with bubbles, right?
Yeah, 14 was 14 was Quasar, and it kind of fit. This one seems, I really agree with you, Matt. This seems like a throwback to, say a Silver Age book or something, where you have, dialogue and all kinds of stuff going on.
Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I don't know, this cover almost looks like they just took a panel out of the book and made it a cover.
Yeah. And it's like the classic mode where like the villains have the heroes trapped and they're discussing their plans, meanwhile someone's wriggling through the ropes in the background or something.
They got them monologuing.
Yeah. Pontificating. Real.
Okay, so I have a stupid question about this cover too. It looks to me like the star symbol on Quasar's, tunic is on the art in the background. And then they've got not centered over it or anything, just kind of thrown weirdly across it, the actual Starblast crossover, which is the Star brand symbol, right? Am I looking at that right?
Yeah.
It just
like, why is his logo there if they're just gonna throw it?
Why would I don't understand.
Unless the artist just didn't know they were gonna put a Starblast, because it's been very hit and miss this whole series.
That's true, but you would think that even whoever was doing the trade dress for it would have said, "Hey, I'm not going to put it right there. Maybe I'll move it. We'll put it on Skeletron's butt." Come on.
Wait. Are you saying Skeletron has a bony ass?
Yeah. I'll keep pitching them over there, and you can keep hitting them out of the park.
That's right. So guess what?
Suck it, Conan.
It's better than what I was going to say, something about a skele rump or something, but that's not it.
Brings all the Starblast. Brings all the Star brands to the yard, huh? Okay, that one was a team effort.
It's not a bad cover. It's just I think it would be better without.
I think they could, if they wanted to go this way, they could have jazzed it up a little more. Maybe did like a little more. I don't know, either the background or like I'm saying. It looks like they just took a panel out of the book and put it on the cover. They could have made the cover a little more fancy. Hey, let's face it. A lot of the stuff we've gotten in the Starblast, the various books, haven't been the best. At least put a pretty cover on it.
Yeah, and I think this cover would actually look better without the cover copy on there. And I don't know this, but I'd be willing to guess that the artist, John, probably didn't know that they were going to slap word balloons on there, and probably had no clue that they were going to slap the Starblast stuff on there.
Oh no! Or here's a wild idea. Why don't we have Quasar on the cover?
Phil, it's his book. Come on, let's not get radical here, okay?
Yeah. He's been on the cover so many times already.
Yeah.
Cover 55 other times. Although not even 55 times, that damn Marvel boy.
Yeah.
that clone of Marvel boy.
That's right. Evil clone.
Evil insane clone. All right. Well, speaking of that goodness, did we get to this issue?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. We're going to do a live read of the cover.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. That'd be Phil and I. Matt and I, right?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Starting with the front cover, people.
Skeletron. Quasar continues to elude us.
When we do capture him, Incio, his death will have been worth the wait.
Ooh, I have to read this issue.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, so begins Quasar 56 from March 1994. As page 2 tells us, the title, Nuke Me with the New. So is that supposed to be like New Universe? You know?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it. If it's a play on something, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Of course, Mark Grunwald, writer, John Hebink, breakdown artist, Aaron McClellan, finishes, Janice Chiang, letterer, Paul Beckton, colorist, Mike Rockwitz, editor, Ralph Macchio, group editor, Tom DeFalco, Mr. Magnificent. There you go, DeFalco.
He's back.
Mr. Magnificent.
I like that the whole Quasar intro was side printed down the left.
That's interesting. I'm wondering, and this is completely a guess because I have no knowledge of this. I wonder if they forgot it because this is Starblast we're talking about.
I was going to say, the artist did that and they forgot to put it at the top. They wanted it in.
We'll shrink the art and we'll put it on the side.
We'll squeeze it in.
All right. Who is this? On the first page.
I don't know who is this.
Metallurge.
All right, but it's not. We haven't cast it yet.
I don't believe it.
I think this is his first appearance, at least in Starblast.
All right, I'll be him.
What the long-haired guy? You're going to play that well?
I'm gonna play.
I don't know. I don't know.
He has a camo mask and a really weird, unfortunate tribal-esque looking.
He dresses long hair and dresses funny for work. I don't know. All
right, I'll try. Aw, man, I'm terminally late. I just know it. They'll probably start without me. Is it my fault I took a wrong turn somewhere over Tennessee? Of course not. I told Nighty I needed directions. Yeah. And I'll bet none of the other dudes he put out the call to had to travel as far as I did. Hey, wonder if any of my old buds from the old paranormal platoon will be here. Night Mask said he was getting all the heaviest players he could scrounge, and the fighting force that won the war certainly are contenders. Hey, that barn ahead, I think that's the place.
And then we get
quick. Have you guys ever read what was it the Draft?
No,
which was a new universe. And then there was was it a 4-issue The War? I think that's what kind of capped off the end of the
That's the one about Pittsburgh getting destroyed?
So Pittsburgh got destroyed in Starbrand, I think, number 9 or so. And then once all the New Universe books got canceled, there were a couple of prestige books, I think, that came out. One of them was The Pit was one of them. Yeah, The Pit was one of them. Actually, that's where it got nuked, sorry. And then there was The Draft, and then there was The War, and I think The War was like 4 issues, but I don't think I've ever read them, but I kind of remember seeing them.
Yeah.
So I think that we're seeing the last time these guys would have appeared would have been The War, except the ones that appeared in Quasar 31.
War, what is it good? Absolutely nothing. All right, so Night Mask is floating in the air in this barn. Being a fancy man. Glad you could join us, Metallurge. We were about to start without you, but Psyhawk there since you were in the vicinity.
Sorry about that. Did I miss all the intros?
Yes, I'll run through them again. Starting on my left is the Manhunter known as Justice. Oh, so he's a girl's clothing store? Okay. From Washington, D.C., we have both the ever-ominous Overshadow and the former Gridiron Great, the All-American. Oh my god, today, like what? They NFL Super Pro?
I was going there, man. You beat me to it.
The precursor.
It's like one of those, remember when they combined like 2 different Marvel characters and stuff? Oh my god, it's Captain America and Super Pro.
It's Amalgam Comics.
Oh! From New York City, we have those champions of Smogtown, Chrome and Captain Manhattan. From somewhere in the Southwest, the enigmatic Psyhawk, who's basically Hawkman with no pants.
I guess I got this guy right.
Yeah.
Are you ready to beat me?
Yes, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Okay. The punk, well, better remember me.
And finally, from the wilds of Pennsylvania, Pitbull. I love his last album. Okay, I lured you all here with the promise of candy. Now, I lured you all here with the promise that let you in on something big. Here's the scoop. This world of ours is in danger on a scale that will make the Pittsburgh disaster seem like a minor incident.
Who are we in danger from? Your tailor?
No, from beings who come from beyond this universe. Beings whose powers may just make ours look pathetic. Beings who are capable of vast destruction to get what they want. The source of our pair abilities.
What you talking about, kid? Little green men from space? Ha!
Ever since the White event, our world's been through a lot of weirdness, but aliens?
I, too, have sensed some ethereal disturbances unlike anything I've ever experienced. Perhaps something extraterrestrial.
It is! I've seen them! You know, for about a year, Chrome and I met a man... about a year ago, Chrome and I met a man who said he was from another universe. He looked quite human, but...
I would need more evidence than dreams of a phantasmal mental patient.
Evidence, huh? Well, I don't have anything concrete, but I can mentally project for you an image of what it is I saw that alerted me to the whole problem.
You mean an illusion?
Well, yes, of sorts.
Hey, what is this, your illusion?
No, I have nothing to do with it.
Another latecomer?
A woman. No, it's Kayla, the woman I visited aboard the alien ship.
See Starblast number 3, Mike Mask.
As Kayla appears on naked.
If that's an illusion, how's about it whipping up a couple dozen more like it?
Wow, what a babe. It's a creepy. Cancel that character, please.
Meanwhile... no. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the Milky Way galaxy, there is an unprecedented astronomical phenomenon. A bright light where seconds ago there had been but a few motes of cosmic dust. And as the light propagates across space, its source grows dimmer, revealing a chunk of planetary matter a tenth the size of Jupiter that is partially materialized in this universe. It is a piece of real estate which for eons has been occupied by the cosmic scientist, the Stranger, who currently plays host to Skeletron, the star of the Starblasters, and the Earthborn protector of the universe, Quasar, the watcher of a space sector far away.
Your world, Stranger. Something inexplicable is happening to it.
My, you are observant.
And then they'll hit the ground.
Gravity has returned.
Ugh.
What happened, stranger? Where is the Earth Woman? Where is the Star Brand? I've removed the brand from the Earth Woman. Where she is, however, I do not as yet know. She should not have disintegrated at the point of transference, but it appears she has.
Stranger, speak English. Where's Kayla? I was thinking, he's ignoring me. I still feel out of it from that battle with this Skeletron bozo. Where I'd show him what am I saying? The Stranger's one of the most powerful aliens I've met. And add the Starbrand power to all that, no telling what power level he's at now.
You may not have yet observed this, but we are no longer in the universe of our origin. Our planet has been partially displaced in a foreign dimension.
Yes, you are right. Apparently a side effect of the conjunction of my personal energies and the Starbrand. It would behoove me to understand my newfound capacities more fully, lest I do other things I did not intend.
You've seen everything that's just happened. You've got to tell me where Kayla is.
I am sorry. I cannot. You are aware of my oath.
What are you doing here anyway, you ought to? Shirking your own sector's watch?
I have devices to record what transpires while I am gone. What goes on here is so unprecedented, however, I felt my higher priority was to observe here. You will excuse me. There is much to observe.
Oh no, he disappeared. He takes off.
He just takes off as a flying head? Is that a thing that the Watcher has ever done?
I think so.
Really? I don't know.
That's what he wants.
Yeah, maybe I just haven't seen him leaving a room that often in panels. I haven't noticed that he turns into a giant head and floats away.
It doesn't just like disappear usually.
Yeah, I would think he would like just blank to wherever he needs to be. But
Oh, so you're saying a character named the Watcher sometimes blinks?
Ew.
Quasar's thinking, somehow P is. Now I've got to deal with Skeletron and search for Kayla all by myself. Skeletron's nowhere to be seen. Thank goodness, I guess. He whooped me good in our previous encounter, and I'm still not sure what I could have done differently. Get rid of these things, he's pulling chunks of Skeletron off the quantum bands. No telling if Skelly can reanimate them again. Stay alive, Kayla, and I swear I'll find you. Looks like he's melting through the wall. Behind Quasar, the stranger contemplates the energy field he has acquired. Using cerebral powers he has refined over the eons, he analyzes the alien power artifact, peeling back the persona of those who wielded it and left a psychic resonance upon it. Kayla, the deviant woman Urshkagel, Quasar, and finally those from its dimension of origin, pilot Jim Hanaran, mechanic Ken Connell. But elsewhere, Skeletron races through the stranger's citadel towards his docked spaceship.
Alright, let me get my Skeletron voice ready. Nygorn!
Skeletron, I have been searching for the premises. I've been searching. Let me try that again. Sorry, guys. Skeletron, I have been searching the premises for you. Fabricant told me that you were in need of my assistance. In Starblast number 3, Mike Blast. What was the bizarre ambient radiance that caused the world to seem to quake?
Well, when the stranger extracted the Starbrand, it apparently interacted with the stranger's own energies in such a way that it caused the planet to directly interface with the dimension of the Starbrand's origin.
Wow, that was some awesome explicative dialogue.
You guys are going to have to scroll a little because like the top goes across and then the bottom across.
Oh, okay.
All right. Do you realize what this means, Nygorn? We are in another multiverse, a realm where none such as ourselves have ever been. Who knows what wonders we shall find ripe for the plucking, eh?
You have grown in size. Another side effect of the stranger's acquisition.
No, to vanquish the meddlesome Quasar, I was obliged to retrofit myself. There are advantages to being non-organic.
Ahead, in the section of the Star Blaster ship used by the nefarious Insidio,
6 Earthers and 3 Shi'ar all bound and ready to reveal their bodily secrets to me. With such a prize, Catch Skeletron is certain to forgive me for being unable to restrain the Watcher. Mikhail, dear God, if this butcher desecrates you, I will kill him, even as I did that fiend who murdered you. First I will... sorry. Okay. A thought bubble for this guy, yeah. First I will dissect this cadaver. I've long been curious to learn how Threcker leeches life energies from organisms.
I mean, that's kind of like dark. I mean, he's like he's trying to cut open, what's his face? His eyes he's dead, but his eyes are still open.
Yeah.
Dark.
Right, Skeletron, you're coming out of the wall.
Oh, Skeletron, yeah.
Oh, Insidio?
Skeletron?
I did not grant you permission to take more prisoners. They are too dangerous to let live. I want them all killed at once. I will be there within 5-6, and I want them dead by then.
Oh, Prime One, how you deprived me. Very well. He knows how I enjoy making death as excruciatingly slow as possible. He does this to punish me. I will simply have to take what satisfaction I can from swift, unexamined deaths.
It looks like he's putting a chainsaw in his one hand. He's about to cut Icarus, but then Mere instants too late to save Icarus, Black Bolt, the mute monarch of the Inhumans, teleports into the chamber via his space-hurtling dog Lockjaw.
Who in? Neep! Wow, he's just like cutting right through Icarus. You see the whole thing from the backside there. Yeah, that's...
Well, Black Bolt gives him a big red cross. And then Lockjaw thinks somebody. Let me see. Black Bolt kneels before Icarus and swiftly weaves an electron cocoon around his comrade's two cleft body halves. Oh, he's an Eternal. Is he going to stitch himself back together?
Mm-hmm.
Even as the sound of scuffle draws Insidio's fellow Starblasters. The Earthers are escaping.
Let's see how tough you boys are without weapons, says Binary.
Carol Danvers.
Hang on, Monica, I'll have you free in a sec.
Could have back, get her before she...
I wish you jerks would speak English like most aliens do. Oh, that is not very...
There's a lot of not PC things in here.
Yeah.
I think English.
They were being a little clever with the, translation brackets, but
yeah. Okay, that I understood.
Carol wrecked the mind-tuning controls, preventing me from triggering my powers. Now I can do the rest, says Monica Rambeau. Now, see if I can free the Russian Thunder... Oh, here comes the Russian Thunder God. Then better give Carol some air support.
Wow. I've had the opportunity to trot out my CIA training in years.
As she's like kicking one guy and punching the other one. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, somewhere in the new universe...
For eons, I have stood on a moon very similar to this one, observing the phenomena of Earth very much like this. Long have I wondered if there were not universes so unimaginably distant, that there were fundamental differences in the structure of cosmology itself. Today I stand in such a universe, having undertaken rigorous machinations to get here.
There's the Watcher, probably composing another monologue, I bet. What's going to host that?
And I find myself more stimulated than I have been in countless centuries. Each of my 7 senses is fully engaged, processing raw new sensory input. While from all outstanding appearances, I stand here in placid, impassive silence. You have followed me.
Yep. She's down there, isn't she?
Yes. Would that I could tell him more, for if what I suspect must come to pass indeed transpires...
Thanks. See, Quantum jumps out. Below... Which I'm guessing...
Are you all right?
I guess so. Where am I?
Earth.
You. I've seen you before, or was I dreaming?
I'm both. I'm Nightmask. You're the young lady being held by... You're the young lady being held by aliens in a spaceship, but do you know why?
Yes, because I have, or had, the Starbrand.
Starbrand?
Wow.
I have the Star helmet.
Yeah. Oh, my boyfriend accidentally gave it to me.
There's a drop. Your boyfriend, Quasar?
Yes, how did you know?
The name's Captain Manhattan, ma'am. Chrome and I met Quasar when he fell to Earth.
In the cult classic Quasar number 31, Classic Rock.
We were the ones who told him about the Starbrand, unfortunately.
You must tell us about these aliens, ma'am. Their number, their offensive capacities.
I'm sorry, I don't really know. I was asleep most of the way here. I'm not certain how I got here, though. When this guy who looked like God wanted to take the brand from me, I remember praying I was someplace safe.
Starbrand has teleportation capacities, most probably.
If these creatures are close enough that this woman can teleport here, they're way too close already. I'm going to watch the skies.
I'll accompany you, Psyhawk. Hi, I call myself Metallurge. I wouldn't worry if I were you.
Hey, Paulie.
We've got some pretty heavy-duty muscle among us. You did the right thing beaming yourself here. By the way, I wasn't just standing over your naked body talking about how hot you are a couple pages ago. Well, make sure those bug-eyed baddies never get you again.
That's sweet of you to say, and I know you mean it. But you'll have to forgive me if I don't believe you. Another guy once promised I'd be safe in it. Look at me.
I have been.
Soon, as we see Quasar jump back out in regular space. Whoa, who are they?
I'm unable to scan the creature's mind.
Oh, wait, that's Psyhawk, isn't it?
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah.
Overshadow flying from that flash of light. I am unable to scan the creature's mind.
As curious as I am who these two are, all I really care about right now is finding Kayla. A little evasive maneuver is in order. But...
Identify yourself.
Screaming inside my skull! Quasar, I'm Quasar, now back off!
Come no closer to our world till we question you further.
Sorry, but... You're going to have to wait for this X-Men High C ad.
Perhaps you did not hear me, little man.
Oh, I heard you. I just don't have time to play 20 questions. Now, if you'll excuse me as he makes spiky quantum
shoulder
pads, yeah.
I think this is the...
Okay. Your demeanor is arrogant and hostile.
Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
You'll find that I give, but I do not break.
Oh,
he sucks him into him.
It looks like the Kool-aid man if he worked out.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, crud. I've been sucked inside. Again! How many times have you been sucked inside somebody's body in this crossover? It's the second time. Oh, crud. I've been sucked inside this guy.
Psyhawk.
Is that Psyhawk or is...
I think so. It's got the word bubble thing to his mouth.
One's pointing towards...
Oh, it would be the one on the left that goes first, right?
Oh, okay. All right. This may be the fellow the woman spoke of, the Starbrand transmitter.
You take him down to the others for questioning. I'll remain here on watch.
The Starbrand transmitter, like he's spreading STDs or something. Meanwhile, the Starblaster ship, the Dark Seed, blasts free from the half of the stranger's world, thrust into the new universe.
Skipatron, this is Nygorn. The specimen deck. We are experiencing some difficulty subduing the captives. Insidio, Scar, and Kodaback are down, and I...
Inferior organics, I don't want them subdued, I want them terminated. Bah! If I want anything when we're done right, I must do it myself. Nygorn, you have 2 seconds to evaluate the deck if you wish to remain alive.
Meanwhile, and this sounds dirty, the specimen deck. What?
The ship is lurching. Convulsing is more like it. It feels like the whole ship is shaking apart.
Binary, let's get out of here.
I'm trying, but as soon as I burn a hole through the hull, it just closes up again. What's this ship made out of, anyway? All you teleporters, I recommend you do what you have to before things get worse. It's going to be okay, Mikhail. It's starting to get a little creepy with the brother thing, okay?
I know, man. Environment shut down. It's getting hotter. Feels like we're falling. I think we've been jettisoned.
Come, stranger, and revenge awaits. I'll find a way to bring you back, or die in the trying. Black Bolt, have Lockjaw transport you and Icarus to safety. Monica, Perun, we've got to slow this thing's descent, where every one of these unconscious aliens will pulp from a crash.
Perun will use Hallower Hammer to change course of... What? No, the wall becomes like paper. My hammer flies out of control. Flame coming through the breach. Never fear, Perun will block with own body. My Russian's not quite there today. Oh, if I can get to hole.
What?
If I can get to hole.
Oh, I'm trying to get some clean audio.
Sorry.
Remember that, boss. He is willing to kill all these crewmen just to get rid of us. What a sweetheart.
We must be nearing impact.
Somebody do something.
Free of unwanted organisms, the Dark Seed warps into hyperspace. Countless light years later, it emerges. The big blue sphere of the planet Earth looming before it like a bauble of the gods. All right, bring it home, Kona.
At last, the world I was fated to discover, a planet permeated with the foreign energy of the star brand. Let the stranger have the brand itself. What I have is far greater. I'll extract every last erg of star brand energy from the planet below, even if I have to terminate the life of every organic who lives there.
Hey, can I say bravo? They finally used the word extract, right?
Yeah. It's a big day.
So this says concluded in Starblast 4, but next week we will cover that Fantastic Four 386, and then we will get to the final part of Starblast in Starblast number 4.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
If anyone can think, thoughts? Okay, so all right. Here's my question. It's Quasar's book. What did Quasar do this issue?
Well, I was gonna say my initial upbeatness from the beginning. Oh, at least it's a Quasar thing. That's sort of grounded. It does. That didn't really pan out. It got shaken up a lot in this. Quasar was minimally involved. He got thrashed around a little bit. He made some spikes. That was cool, but.
I mean, basically, sum it up. It's like he shook his fist in the air and said, "Where's Kayla?" And then
he followed the Watcher.
Then he got sucked.
Was monologuing.
Then he got sucked into the Kool-aid man.
Yeah. The buff Kool-aid man.
What?
The buff Kool-aid man.
Again, second time this crossover, he's been sucked into somebody's body.
I think, honestly, there have been times in the Quasar series where the art has let the story down. I think that's a fair assessment of some issues that we've seen. But I think the opposite happened with this. I think the story let down the art in this case. Because the art's fine on this. You could tell what was going on. But the story just, I don't know if it just could have used a lot of tightening up. It feels like that we were kind of abandoned by editorial.
Do you think was Starblast an editorial mandate? Do you think maybe Grunwald's heart just wasn't in it?
I don't know. I think it's possible.
Or even if it was
because
maybe he just had like a stray through idea. Maybe he was just in the Quasar book, or maybe just Quasar Starblast, and then they started adding on. Oh yeah, well we got to throw Fantastic Four in here. We got to throw Namor in here. We got to throw a.
Well, we know that Grunwald can do crossovers. Operation Galactic Storm is the top shelf crossover. That originated in the Quasar book.
But again, the Fantastic Four and like Namor issues, it's like they have nothing to do with what's going on in the main story or in Quasar's book. So, all right, here we go. Were they just watering down the main story?
Hey-o.
Suck it, Conan.
Okay, wait. If I may.
Uh-oh. Yes.
You see, that's the thing. Custom things in the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. You have to explain it. It's not funny.
I was going to say, I got it. But explain your joke. All right. So, should we hear?
Well, and it's also so wildly divergent too. You have Stranger's World, you have Earth Oceans, and then you have the new universe. And I don't mean this jokey. It's like there's nothing really grounding this, if you look at Infinity Gauntlet or Infinity War, Infinity War is going down multiple dimensions, all this weird stuff. There was still a tether back to and scenes involving what's happening on Earth, But here it's just all so disconnected,
And do you think, too, it's like, I don't say in every story you have to know what the villain's up to ahead of time, but it's like Skeletron's a brand new villain. We really don't know him. We don't know his motivation. We don't know why he wants to get to the new universe. It's just, and again, if you could have tightened up, the Fantastic Four stuff and this, made it kind of like both were important and both like worked to the main plot.
I could see, doing the Namor Fantastic Four stuff, even the Secret Defender stuff, have that slow build early.
Yeah.
Leading up to, boom, we've got this big alien incursion and then, going into this. But I don't know, it's just, I would have liked to have been a fly on the wall to see why they made a lot of the decisions that they made for this.
Exactly. And like a lot of our favorite Grunwald issues, when they wrote look at all the incredible stuff Quasar has done, Cosmos and Collision, saving the universe, all this stuff. But it's like, it just seems like they really like nerfed them in this series. Skeletron, I can't quantum jump. Quasar isn't Quasar supposed to be the focus of this? And it's like, what has he done?
Yeah, he's been attacked and then helped some people, which is kind of what he does, help people. But then,
pretty much what he's done is gathered this group and took them into space.
Yeah, so it's, I don't know. There's something missing here, and I don't know what it is. It comes down to story. It's something it's in the story, it's in the plot. The art's fine. The art is telling the story that, the story is requiring, but it just seems, it's just doesn't seem up to the usual Quasar quality. Even, 3-4 issues ago, we had some really good issues after 50, right? And then Starblast kind of took over. And I guess this goes back to something that kind of bothered me about the book as I was reading as it came out, is that Starbrand just kind of seemed to take over, it was great to see it in issue 31, but then, have it burn itself out, and we do not speak of this again, right?
Exactly. That's the other thing. It's like Quasar, I know he passed it on, but like he still had a sliver of it, kind of burned itself out. But Kayla's just seemed like it kept going and going.
That B plot ran for what? He finally got back to her like in 46. It's like a year and 3 months, a year and a half. 18 months. It just kept going and going, and we got to see the.
Well, remember, he came back from the new universe, and then he went to Operation Galactic Storm, and he didn't see her till
And so her B story, we got to see Chief Examiner, which was cool, and the Black Fleet got nuked and nerfed by Kayla and Kismet, but I don't know. It was just, which was cool, but it just seemed to go on for so long, and then he was dead for 2 issues or 3 issues, and finally we get back and we get more Starbrand stuff, with the Rish Kagal and the Big 50 crossover and the Surfer and all that stuff. So I don't know, the Starbrand, I sometimes think that it would have been better if it just stayed in the new universe.
Yeah, it would have been funny if he would have quantum jumped with it, and then once he got back to his own universe, they were like, oh, it disappeared.
It's just gone, yeah. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I don't really have that much else to offer. I think you guys have a pretty good analytic sense to it, and kind of curious what Ray has to say. But usually Mr. Sunshine, I do not think that's why I said I listened to this, but I don't think he was that impressed with it. So all right, everyone, yes, let's see what a true podcasting professional, Ray, host of Last Sunset Krypton, a Superman podcast. To know her is to fear her, a Spider-Woman podcast. You can hear him the last Tuesday of every month, right here on this podcast, up in Scarlet Spider with me and Matt Kona, and of course his big podcast, soon to have a little fire guest appearance, Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. Which, if you listen to, I think the last episode, he put the intro me and Rose did for him on it.
All right, so yes, like I said, usually a ray of sunshine. All right, so let's see. What did you have to say, Ray?
What appears to be of Starblast Quasar 56. So yeah, things are rollicking along in this tale, and it's good to be back again, of course, in the Quasar books, written by Mark Grunwald with art. I can't remember the artist, unfortunately, but I wasn't a big fan of the art, if I'm to be honest. To me, it had a particular style. It seemed a particular comic. I just can't place my finger on it. It didn't seem like a very Marvel type style of artwork. But yeah, it was a little too cartoony for me in that sense. As for the story, I guess it's pretty much the same kind of comments that I've made before. I love seeing Grunwald introduce all these characters. He obviously had a plan to build a bit of a corner to create more characters. I don't know how old some of them are. I don't know how new some of them are, but I'm referring to, if you look at the introduction, the first page where Night Masks literally does an intro to everyone and to the readers. And so you have the likes of Metal Urge. There was is it Captain Manhattan? There's also Chrome. I can't remember the other, the big kind of gelatinous guy, something like Overvoid or something. I can't remember. But Cyhawk as well. So all these kind of colourful characters, and admittedly, they're a lot more memorable than Skeletron's crew and Starblasters, so that's good. But yeah, it's that same problem and the same comments that were made prior. It's just like there's not much of an investment in these characters because I guess they're kind of new, and in particular with Skeletron and his crew, they're aesthetically not that kind of memorable. And so we see more of them, the Fabricant, and again, I got a Nygorn, I think was the other one, so I'm starting to remember some of their names. But, yeah, it wasn't too memorable, although I guess in this story it was fun to see something kind of happen in the sense that Quasar gets kind of abducted by Cyhawk and that Over guy. He should have a cooler name than that. Whatever his name is, I think it begins with an O. It should be cooler because actually he's probably the most aesthetically appealing to me out of that crew. Anyway, so they take Quasar and they bring him back, I guess, to their spot. So this whole new universe where Kayla is in now as well. And the big thing about the Stranger taking the Star brand, it's all pretty. Things are starting to kind of click and move forward. But, yeah, on the whole, again, just like a really average comic, and the art did no favours at all. So, yeah, it's interesting. I think we're all on the same wavelength, but I'll tune in to see what you guys think of this. I mean, I know we all love our Quasar. Do we defend this a little bit more than the others because it is a Quasar book? I don't know, and it's edging towards the end, so there's only 4 more issues to go. Quasar. It's unfortunate that it hasn't reached the heights of the earlier, or as you say, that sweet spot of around the Cosmos in Collision up to around about issue 40. But anyway, there you go. Also, just any other final points? I'm thinking, no, I can't even remember what happened at the end. Anyway, I'm sure I'll be reminded when I listen through and then do a read through with you guys. Anyway, all right, catch up.
I think Ray hit it on the nose. You know, and I had a thought while I was listening to him. I wonder if the new universe was kind of a blind spot for Greenwald. Because he was there at the beginning with DP7. And I think he had a real affection for those characters. And that's probably, you know, in that blind spot maybe led him to bring that, you know, his love of that, try to bring that into Quasar. And I don't think it worked really well, unfortunately.
Like for issue 31 worked well enough, but yeah, I don't think we needed to for that. Yeah.
I mean, he's right. At least these characters are more memorable than the villains, though.
Even macking on Kayla.
Yeah. I mean, my thoughts were some of the names like Insidio. I mean, come on, man. Skeletron. Nygorn. Nygorn is at least kind of interesting because it doesn't say Insidious or, you know, the love child of Megatron and Skeletor, but, you know.
Yes, but I'm guessing the universe where a man named Otto Octavius becomes Dr. Octopus.
That's true. What are the odds?
Or in DC, Victor Freeze becomes Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. And wasn't he a doctor? Shouldn't it be Dr. Freeze?
Mr. Dr. Freeze or Dr. Mr. Freeze?
I need to find medical school. Seriously, all the doctors become evil. Doom, Freeze.
Richards.
Oh! Ooh. Burn.
Didn't he in some, like, the Ultimates? Whatever, I don't know.
Yes. I don't know. The only good thing was any of the Spider-Man stuff. All right, so should we put this one to bed?
I think so.
And never speak of it again?
Might be a good idea.
All right, everyone. So yes, come back next time. Fantastic Four 386. And then in 2 weeks, the finale of Starblast and Starblast number 4. So it's the finale. Something should happen, right?
One hopes.
Although there is some, isn't there some fallout in the issue or two of Quasar after that, though?
Yeah, so 57 and 58, one of them's the race issue.
Yeah.
Where
I think, yeah.
The galactic race, yeah. And one of them is dealing with Kismet.
Yeah.
The fill-in issue is 59.
Yeah. And
then the final issue is 60. So, yeah.
Well, I have some issues with 60. We'll get there. But yes, and also the fate of Kayla. He's like, what? So send your thoughts. Yeah, we're not even going to get 60 in that until January. So trying to remember. It's coming up soon. So so email us your thoughts on all the upcoming stuff. capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow the Quantum Zone on Facebook. And we even have our Facebook group, the Grunewald Groupies. So follow us, all of that. We're on Twitter, Instagram. Find links to all the stuff we do. Links to the YouTube. You can watch this video. See our happy smiling faces reading this. Links to Patreon, links to merch, links to everything, all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweak to Audio and Hunt a Killer. Use the code Southgate for both of those to get a discount. Pod Life the book, Volume 1, now in digital and paperback. Go pick that up. Volume 2 is coming. Audio book version is coming. And when you go and get that on Amazon or any of your Christmas shopping, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. It doesn't affect you at all, but helps us support the show, Southgate Media Group Network, and that evil, inorganic madman himself, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. Why did your eye drift over to my box?
All right, Maticona, where can people find you in Movember?
Well, I'll be combing my mustache, giggling about Thanksgiving foods. You can just find me at Matt Kona doing the same dumb things that I do over there. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all around.
Look at that beard.
It's got to be longer. I need a full-length one. I could sprinkle some Pym particles on it to make it bigger.
That's what I do.
See you later, Bunky.
I won't let you go without.
Bucket Lilith.
Okay. Will Allred, Master of the Quantum. Where can people find you and your latest Kickstarter?
You can find me at Walred, that's at WALLRED, on Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and probably Instagram and maybe a few other places. You can also find my work at Diary of Night, which is at diaryofnight.com. It's a 4-issue collection right here. Right now, currently on Kickstarter, we've got Crossover Division. Crossover Division number 1 is launched not too long ago, and you can get to that by going to crossoverdivision.com/KS for Kickstarter. And, of course, you can always find all kinds of really cool stuff about Quasar at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org. They aren't even attempting to enter our offices. I hope it's going somewhere nice.
You know what I was just thinking while you're saying this? I mean, we always do the live read of the Quasar stuff. You know what we need to do with reads of? Some of your stuff, either Diary of Night or Crossover Division.
Crossover Division.
I mean, come on. I mean, if we have any questions like we do with Starblast, we could, well, I mean, it's not Starblast. It's good, but I'm just saying if we have any questions, we go like, Will, what were you thinking here?
What was going on? Come on, man. What were you doing? Oh, wait, that's me. Sorry.
But yeah, seriously, one day we need to do something different. Maybe just like an episode of reading some of Will Allred's work.
That sounds cool. That could be fun.
Oh, yeah. Hey, audio. Hey, for all you people who don't like to read, we'll do you an audio version and you can sell that.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us as we discuss anything but this issue of Starblast. I don't know, those Fantastic Fours are pretty entertaining, like I said. Hopefully we end the Starblast. Part of Starblast. And hey, we finally get back to Makari and Kismet here.
Hey.
Remember them?
Yeah, it's been a while. Quite a while.
It was definitely before Starblast. I think wasn't it before the Adam Warlock issue? Were they?
It's been a long time for Makari. We saw Kayla fought though. Kayla and Kismet fought though, like in 48 or 49. Yeah.
49, yeah. And then all right, everyone. So yes, we'll get back to all of that. Until next time, join us, zoners, and remember, keep it Kool-aid.